Okay, Sculpture, amazing, phenomenal physical modeling synth. Your assignment today is to create 3 sounds in Sculpture. This is a graded assignment, so let's dive right in and get right into it. Notice my mouse moving on the screen, and you will see up here in the default section up top we're going to go down to tutorial, and we're going to choose 000 default as our starting point. Again, I go up to the menu selector and I select the tutorial settings and then default. This gives me a nice basic tone that I can start this sound generation exercise with. All right, click into the surface here, and we hear a sound. Remember that you have a string on the left. This is your string that vibrates. In the middle, you have what the material is made of. Right? This string can be made of nylon, wood, glass, or steel. All right? So, working with those, we have a lot of options about how our sound will emerge. Also, you notice these sliders around. The media loss slider is a dampener. The resolution slider has to do with how many high harmonics are generated. And tension modulation is detune on impact, which if I had a physical velocity controller, you'd hear more about that. Okay, so 2 of the main things I want you to work with today to create your sound are the material settings. Right here you see them moving around. Mess with the material settings to get your sound going. Also, look over here at Object 1. Right now, Object 1 is the only thing that's lit up. Notice all these options for how we can excite the string. Impulse strike has one particular type of sound. The gravity strike has another. Picking has another, particularly if you go to wood or steel. Bowing makes another kind of sound, as if we were running a bow across. A wide bow, noise, or blowing. So look at all the options just between these 2 elements of the synthesizer. How it is excited and what it is made of. You can do all kinds of phenomenal sound generation right there. So one way to get your 3 different sounds is just to start by exciting it in different ways. Take the same sound and excite it, either blow it or bow it or pick it, and you will get very different sounds just from that alone. If I wanted to do some variation, I could come down here to the bottom. I've just clicked on jitter, and I'm going to select a target, and notice that in jitter, it's the target that's been selected is pitch, and I can make it warble and vary. This is essentially an LFO type modulation. There also are strict LFOs that you can modulate the signal with. So that's all I want you to use today. You can go beyond if you want, but it is not necessary to go beyond simply using the exciter, how to excite the string, what the material is made of, and then down here on the jitter or LFO or vibrato, you can use any of those if you want to manipulate the sound. I simply clicked number 1, which shows that number 1 is going to be jittered. In order to initiate this, I click number 1. That shows me that the pitch of number 1 is going to be jittered. And imagine what fun we can have. All of a sudden I'll change this to blowing. I change it to wood. I turn the jittering down. I turn the jittering up, and you are on your way. Okay, so go to it. 3 unique sounds in Sculpture. You use the tutorial setting, default, and then either by changing the excitation method and changing the material, you then will create 3 unique and interesting sounds for me. Thanks very much. I'll create a Dropbox for these so that you can post them.